Magparamdam sa inyong paboritong PBA idols using Shout. It's a new way of expressing yourself quickly and easily. Go to the Sports 5 PH website and click the tab para makapagbati sa inyong mga bida dito sa Liga. Libre po ito. Wala pong registro ang kinakailangan para riyan. Around the move, Bam Gamalinda gets clipped by Mark Tagiwa. That's going to be the first personal on the Spark.
Charlie, after the first quarter, Ginebra is actually doing a good job and Blackwater is playing to the strength of Ginebra. Why do I say that? Because normally itong team ng Blackwater, they average 109 points per game. Meaning, so dapat at least 25 pataas yung gagawin per quarter niya unless magkaroon sila ng 30-point explosion mamaya.
Good na ng offensive rebound ni Bam Gamalinda. Tatlong white shirts yung nasa harapan niya, but it fell right into his hands. Quickly put it up and drew the foul. Bam Gamalinda, formerly of Talk and Text, via San Beda as well. So nauna yan ng mga dalawang henerasyon dito kay Arthur De La Cruz doon sa San Beda. But this guy can actually score very well, especially sa perimeter. Mintis nga lang kanyang unang free throw.
If you also look at the lineup inside, magalaking bagay yung offensive rebounding ng Blackwater because as we were talking about, they take a lot of shots. And if you give them extra possessions, they will take it again.
Tama yan. Grabe talaga yung you're amazed at the statistics na ilang field goal attempts sila nung muling laro nila.
Bilis na talaga. They will really run and gun. Yun nga yung style ni Coach Leo.
And there they go again. Misculang sa dribble. Arthur De La Cruz tumama sa kanyang tuhod. Straight into that first row on court side.
Pinasok na rin pala dito si Jervy. Of course, the two coaches now being shown.
Jervy Cruz, isa sa pinakabagong addition dyan sa Barangay Ginebra. Only came in last conference, in the middle of last conference. Kay Othius Jeffers ngayon, double team, andyan. Nahirapan pumasa. Finally gets it to Joe Devant. Fake. Ang ganda na kanyang gustong gawin. Pero, nahuli na eh.
So we were saying na puro opensa tong Blackwater, but not at that instance because they were able to recover and try to prevent Joe Devance from getting an easy basket.
Well, no Greg, no Japet inside. So life is slightly easier. As you can see, Jeret may tip-in. So ito yung mga pagkakataon ng Blackwater. Kasi ito nga, si Greg Slaughter patungo na nga sa officials table, papasok na maya-maya.
Blackwater is actually 11th in the league and second chance points with an average of 11. Dito, nakakarami-rami na rin sila versus Barangay Ginebra.
Nagawan pa sa rebound, kinuha ni MJ Ret. Arthur De La Cruz will bring that ball, leave it for Mike. Saka isang tref na yan. Mintis doon, tulakan sa ilalim, walang tawag. Up ahead, Sol Mercado, the train. Othius Jeffers kicks it out to Sol. That's a three on the way. Wide left, MJ Ret, another rebound.
8 rebounds for MJ Ret.
Kaumpisa pa rin ng second quarter, 8 rebounds. Kaya yun nakasabi natin eh. Sigurado ka dyan sa mga rebounds ni MJ Ret. It's really on the offensive end where there may be questions. But as if to tell us what questions, turnaround jumper ang ginawa ni MJ Ret.
Well, sometimes you just have to give up some offense. But if this is the guy who will work well within your system, I would say that he's the best fit import for Blackwater.
The official Facebook page or visit the PBA office in Luis and look for Joe Gomez. Accomplished forms may be submitted at the PBA office or by email at pba.marketing01@gmail.com. Deadline of submission is on April 1, 2016.
You got Gamalinda, all right? And you take, okay, you take De La Cruz, you take Gamalinda, all right?
Right now, as you said, not really scoring heavily no first quarter, but they have the lead by 7 points, 5-0 to start this second quarter, in fact. Chris Ellis, three-pointer mula sa kaliwa. That's short. And MJ Ret, another rebound. Pang-siyam na niya yan. Pass goes ahead to Bam Gamalinda. Iniwan para kay Arthur. Blocked upstairs by Greg Slaughter. Ano mo, swerte talagang Barangay Ginebra on that play dahil may 7-footer sila doon.
Yes, and that's also a positive for Greg because he was able to get back there and play defense.
That's a miss from Jervy Cruz pero nakuha ni Chris Ellis ang bola. Reset ang opensa. Down to 8 seconds. Sol from the corner. Siya naman ang susubok. And that's a successful three-pointer brought to us by Oppo F1's selfie expert.
So kita mo doon yung ball swing. And that's the beauty about that offense again because they are sharing that ball. And once you have that triangle offense team sharing that basketball, that's a good, very good sign.
Yung isang three-pointer left ni Arthur De La Cruz. Well, this time it's Mike Cordef to kuha ng offensive rebound. They go to Red, side jumper. Offline, kitang-kita natin mula sa angulo. May tulakan sa ilalim. Looks like it's going to be a Ginebra foul underneath.
First ball foul number 34, Chris Ellis. His first foul, 13 foul.
Chris Ellis, pangunang personal.
14 seconds on the shot clock.
Fresh 14 para sa Blackwater. MJ Ret ang recipient dapat nun. Tapigan ng bola, sino swerte? Poyeram.
Kaya nga, can you imagine, pagpunta mo ito, napakalapit mo naman sa bola. Nakakuha ka pa ng easy basket.
Balik sa anim ang kalamangan ng Blackwater. Devance. Three-pointer. It rolls out. And good rebound from Aram, tapping it to his teammate. Lead pass goes to Bam. Creating space inside, and there's a foul.
And check. Ooh.
That was inadvertent. Sesenya sana sa doon sa kakampi niya. Tumama.
I was about to say hand check. Hinand-check naman niya sa mukha si
Kinarate chop niya eh.
si Sol Mercado. But of course, hindi naman sinasadya because he was about to say something. Nagkataon yung mukha ni Sol nandun sa harapan ng kamay niya.
Stellar job at the point guard position for Mark Cortez for the first quarter and into the second. Pero ngayon, pinalitan na siya. Sino pinasok? Kwame Johnson. Very young point guard out of Ateneo. So let's see if he can continue what Cool Cat has been doing. Red goes to Chongson, finds Bam Gamalinda from the side. And Bam hits a three-pointer. That's brought to us by Oppo F1 selfie expert.
You know, tandaan natin yung pinakita natin kaninang graphics in Charlie. You know, that they're number one in three-point field goals pagdating sa three-point shooting.
Ito naman si Sol Mercado looking to take it straight to the hoop. Nakuha ng contact, dalawang free throws ibibigay dito kay Soul Train.
His first foul, first team foul for Blackwater.
And Frank Golia, you know, one of those bruisers pagdating sa Blue Eagle or sa Ateneo.
Pakinggan muna natin ang tinig ni Riza Diaz.
Charlie, from Coach Timcon of Barangay Ginebra, they have to play defense like they respect what Blackwater can do on offense. They played them once before this conference in a tune-up game. It was just as close as their last game in Pampanga. Again, that game is being reminded to everyone that here in the PBA, especially in this conference, anybody can beat anybody. And that's the early warning from Coach Timcon. Charlie.
Maraming salamat and nag-agree kami ni Eric dyan eh. Kasi nga, iba na nga karakter ng mga teams. You know, look at my Ginebra, look at Blackwater, and some of the other teams that are used to being at the bottom. You give them the opportunity to play well.
Yes.
Again, kasi may talent yung team eh.
Exactly. Kaya yun ang sinasabi nga ni Riza doon. Sinasabi ni Coach Tim, you got to respect them. Meaning, when you say respect them, depensahan mo, i-box out mo. Talagang pahirapan mo because you know that these guys are really for real.
And that's a turnover mula sa Blackwater Elite. And yun ang naging problema nila in the early goings ng first quarter, kaya naman nahuli sila. They fixed the ship. No, they righted the ship and were able to catch up and take the lead. But right now, that turnover will give Ginebra a chance to cut it closer.
Yun nga yung nakakatuwa sa kanila eh. Kahit nag-turnover, kahit na-out-rebound ni Ginebra, nakaka-score pa rin.
What a pass mula kay Scotty Thompson. 4 points para kay OCS Jeffers. Yun yung mga dapat talaga i-credit half the point dito kay Scotty Thompson, yung mga ganong klase tira.
Well, yung maganda sa ginawa ni Scotty, nilapit niya yung bola. So he forced that defense to rotate on.
Nice effort from MJ Red to pick up that ball. Gamalinda goes to Red. 18-footer on the way, bounces in. Nice completion of that play.
You know, Blackwater is really moving the ball very well. And they're very patient with their offense. They're taking a lot of jumpers from the outside, but hey, they're wide open jumpers. So you have to give credit with the way they're setting up their play.
Kay Greg Slaughter. Kahit anong gawin ni Greg Slaughter, taga-Ateneo dati yung bumapantay sa kanya. Kundi si Erap Picolia.
Araw-araw silang dalawa yung nagbabakbakan doon.
That's a miss, and here come Blackwater once again. De La Cruz ahead of the pack, pero MJ Ret, masyado malakas ang bato.
Yeah, he admitted his fault right there. Signaling to Art. Kasi sabi nga ni Coach Leo, no problem, sige, bawi ka lang.
Mga Mga 120 feet siguro yung court natin. Pasok yung tira na yan. Chris Ellis. Othius Jeffers, jumper from 12. 6 points na. Umiinit na yung import ng Barangay Ginebra in the second quarter.
That's what you get when you're very patient with your offense. On the side of Blackwater defense naman, you also cannot allow Barangay Ginebra to just easily move the ball around because that's going to be a big problem for you.
De La Cruz, hiningi ang ball, hindi mabigay ni Chongson. Down to 5 seconds. What's Chongson gonna do? Flip it up over Greg Slaughter. Sabi niya, ginagawa ko sa practice dati yan. Dami nga tinista sa game na ito.
Kahina nga eh.
Napansin ko lang, pati sa panel, andito ka. Chris Ellis on the move. Iniwan para kay Greg Slaughter. Can't get it, but andyan na naman si Othius Jeffers. Good positioning inside.
Well, natapat sa kanya dun si Wami Chongson. There's a size mismatch right there. So there's nothing really much Chongson can do at that point.
Alam mo, napapansin natin, ha? Parang hawak nitong si Othius Jeffers sa groin area niya. So we're wondering, siguro pwede tayong mag-check dyan sa side, no? Patanong na natin kay Riza. If there's anything wrong with the groin nitong si Jeffers because we've been seeing him holding it and grimacing in pain.
Sometimes, you know, you want to, meron ng mga iniinda yung mga players at hindi nila sinasabi because these are true warriors of the game.
Rafi Reyes, pinasok na ni Coach Leo Isaac. So he's gonna be him and Chongson in the backcourt. A bit small. Both point guards who can shoot from outside. Helter Brandt, pinasok na rin. Thompson from out there, in and out ang kanyang tira. Rebound taken by Real Cervantes. Grabe yung excitement kay Scottie Thompson. Yung reaction ng Ginebra crowd have really accepted him and embraced him as perhaps, you know, the building block for the future.
Well, you know, one thing good about Scottie, he makes the right decisions at the right time.
Francola is short on the jumper. Jeffers nagpupush. Bangga nito si Wami Chongson. And a possible flagrant tinatawag ng referee. Possible pa lang naman. I-review naman nila. And Chongson reacting immediately. And once again, you know, we always remind yung ating mga televiewers, Rick, na pag ganyan, you have to make a play on the ball.
Yes. Tingnan natin kung ano nangyari. May banggado na may banggado si Wami Chongson.
Pero may sundot din. So let's see. Ito, diyan may kita.
Well, in that angle right there, tinanggahan niya talaga.
Foul on number 5, Wami
Deem it a regular foul. Referee decided pagkatapos ng review na regular foul lang yon. So, no 2 shots and ball possession na ibibigay.
A smart move there by Wami to stop that fast break by Barangay Ginebra.
Marami pa rin nakakalimot yan. No? Nakikita natin yan in the games. And players have actually just, you know, swung at players who are about to go, opposing players who are about to go on a fast break. And then they forget na, deliberate foul na pala yan.
May kailangan may akmang ano kaya, abutin mo yung bola at least.
Othius Jeffers. 8 points here in the second quarter.
Traveling.
Wala travel upstairs pero nakita ng referee may tulakan or hawakan sa ilalim. So foul is called against the Blackwater elite.
Foul on number 26, Real
Real Cervantes, natawagan na kanyang unang personal. Thompson goes to Ellis. Ellis hesitated. Ayon, cross-court pass to Helter Brandt. Thompson on the move. Good find for Slaughter, but batted out of bounds by MJ Ritt. That's a block.
Good patience there by Barangay Ginebra, but Blackwater defense very patient as well.
Yun mo yung mga scramble for the ball, mga banggaan ng konti, kiskisa ng katawan, and now this results in a turnover. Balik ang bola sa Blackwater elite. Blackwater is really just competing in this game, kitang-kita, and the Emperors are getting a bit frustrated.
You know, sometimes when you look at the stats, hindi ka masasabihin mo na they're not a good defensive team, but napahirapan na yung Ginebra. They're playing defense.
Miss from three-point land mula kay Real Cervantes. Dating Barangay Ginebra player yan, si Real Cervantes. Jeffers to JJ Helter Brandt. And the crowd urging Helter Brandt na tumira pero ayaw niya. And on the move, ito si Rafi Reyes naman na foul si Scottie Thompson. Awami Chongson pala ang natawagan ng foul.
Bigyan mo na dito, roll ito. Okay, lipat sa kabila. Pagka wala, bigyan yung bola dito. Bigyan yung bola dito. Okay, tumarga. Ribulando. Mas may option tayo niyan. Saka na muna. Paunti pasensya. Depensa pa rin. Nagkakagulo kayo. Hindi ka pwedeng mapunta sa ilalim. Kailangan lagi ka nasa ibabaw. Recover pa rin. On our recovery, when they make the cross pass, we have to be there, right in front of them.
As the action resumes, mintis ang jumper ni Chris Ellis, pero napunta naman kay Thompson. Helterbrand around the three-point line. Parang gansya yung mga Ginebra players, but Thompson says, not me. Japet gets the rebound, creating space in the basket inside para kay Japet Aguilar.
Well, I agree with you, Charlie, because how many times have they really been so patient? Sometimes over-patience na because they were open already for those jumpers and yet they really opted to pass. Buti na lang doon that Japet really was able to finish that.
Thompson takes another shot. That's a miss. Rebound. Hinugot. Kalawit rebound from Ellis. Ahead kay Japet Aguilar. Pero that's two referees and the entire Blackwater Elite squad doing the Saturday Night Fever dance. Traveling violation. Ito, tinan natin ang tatak move a while ago. Brought to us by Wholesim. Panatag kapag Wholesim. Japet with a nice effort. Pero dun sa fast break, hindi na siya nag-dribble. Tatlong steps yun.
Well, he was tempted to really go for that dunk. Pero maganda, yung dalawang players na Blackwater really gave chase and made pressure itong si Japet Aguilar to make that mistake.
Rick, para sa mga nanonood fans natin, as Scotty Thompson steals that ball away and goes in for the layup. Baka hindi nila alam yung Saturday Night Fever, paki-google na lang po. Tingnan nyo yung sayaw
Ano
ni John Travolta. Alam po yun. Andun ka nung pinalabas yun eh. R18 yun, pwede ka na dun eh. There's a steal from J.J. Helterbrand. Napunta kay Japet on the run. Unable to hit the layup, pero sa linya naman pupunta para sa dalawa. Capitalizing on mistakes. Ito ginagawa ng Ginebra ngayon.
So you gotta use that ball fake because these guys are cut quick. This is what, you know, being a great scorer in college can do. He came into the league, itong si Scotty Thompson, looking to be like a playmaker. Pero dito, maganda sa kanya, he's always making the right decisions.
Tignan natin, yung player with the most yes shouts by the end of the game will be the Shouter of Choice player of the game. Hear the announcement on Sports 5 PH pagkatapos ng ating laro. Right now, Tenorio at Cortef ang lumalamang dyan, pero layo, Tenorio. Haba na ng green line na yun.
But alalahanin natin na you're talking about a Barangay Ginebra player. So, sa dami ng fans ng Barangay Ginebra, they will definitely call them out.
Ganda pa ng laro niya first quarter, especially the 7-0 run by Barangay Ginebra to tie the game at 32 points apiece. Nanonood yung kapatid ni Chris Cone ngayon, kaibigan natin si Eddie.
Si Eddie,
If you're watching.
magaling na basketball player din yan.
Oh, player ng Lasal din yun. Kalaban mo yun dati. Noong panahon, tagal na nun, mga 30, 40 years ago pa yun.
Sakit na.
Pero walang denial mga kaibigan. Ito po, Japet Aguilar nasa kanto. Goes out to J.J. Helterbrand under a minute remaining in the first half. Othios Jeffers. Scotty from 3.
He's an impact player to me and when he came into the floor. He organized that offense, he was very patient, and he will take shots when needed.
Pinag-uusapan natin yung subpar point guard performance ng mga Ginebra point guard last game. We said Tenorio, Mercado, Helterbrand. Itong si Scotty Thompson wants to get himself into that discussion. Pinakikita niya na pwedeng ako na. Diba?
And he's moving all of that basketball also.
J.J. Helterbrand, short on the three-pointer. Rebound taken by Mike Cortez. Ito naman ang point guard ng Blackwater Elite. Second shot time na para sa mga nakapula. Daming fans ng Ginebra, naka-red dito eh. Hindi nila alam, red pala yung uniforme ng Blackwater. Cortez kicks it out to Real. Real brings it closer. Side jumper! Can't hit it at the buzzer. Masyadong late na ang tira ni MJ Red. And Ginebra grabbed the lead towards the end of this second quarter. Low scoring might be to the advantage of Barangay Ginebra overall. 35-32 ang ating score. We'll be back to break down the numbers in a bit.